and gentlemen, Cody and Marcel back with another Halloween movie review. And today we'll be reviewing Halloween 6. The Curse of Michael Myers.
And I still feel breeze across my face.
Oh yes. So
I regret shaving though, just so that you guys know. I regret it so fucking much. But anyways, Halloween 6 I would say was better than 5.
yes.
Hands down better than 5.
Because 5 was a fucking shit show.
That was a shit show beyond my fucking last relationship.
So 6, I would say that it's definitely better than 5, but it is not a great movie. Simply because they had to justify all the bullshit they did in 5. Now there's 2 versions of Halloween 6. There's the producer's cut version, and then there's the theatrical version, and we are reviewing the theatrical version, by the way. I have both versions of the movie on Blu-ray. The producer's cut is a little fucked up, to say the least.
But who is it nowadays?
Well, I mean, the producer's cut, the reason why I think it's so fucked up is because they imply that Michael raped Jamie and got her pregnant.
That's fucked
Yes.
Let me pull like today's society into like the 1990s and rape my own niece and make her give birth to my now child that I'm trying to kill. That's a little fucked up.
Right. So, I mean, but basically the premise of Halloween 6 is that there's this cult that's been supposedly backing Michael from the start, and
So how he escaped in the first one is the cult? They let him out?
I guess so. That's a narrative we're going with for 6. The cult is being led by Dr. Wynn, who is the Man in Black from Halloween 5. You know, they had no idea who the fuck that was.
It never shows his face in 5. Like, all you see is that he's wearing like a black leather coat with some black leather shoes with a steel, or I want to say gold tip, and every time he walks it kind of like makes a cling sound. I mean, other than that, like you see he wears black pants, he walks around with a black suitcase as well, or a briefcase, and it has a black hat on. You don't ever see his face. At first, like I just assumed that he was a white old male, just because you kind of see a little bit of like the side of his face, but it's like you don't see the side of his face. You see skin and hair. That's about it. And
Terrence Wynn, which, you know, is obviously betraying Loomis. And Wynn pretty much reveals he's been backing Michael all this time, you know, and, well, before we get into Dr. Wynn stuff, let's go back further. Tommy Doyle is returning as a character. Tommy Doyle was in the first movie as a child. He was being babysitted by Laurie Strode. And now he's back as a grown man, and he's been obsessed and traumatized by Michael Myers ever since he was a kid. And living across the street from him is the relatives of the Strode family, and then we have Kara and her son Danny, who are central characters in the movie. So Danny is being traumatized as well by the Man in Black, that being Dr. Wynn, and the cult is trying to kidnap Danny for him to become the next Michael, pretty much.
yeah, like more with Tommy, right? Isn't it Tommy?
Tommy.
And it's like he was so obsessed with Michael that he even went back so far to even pull up like old runic bullshit that like, oh, apparently the rune that, you know, is kind of possessed over Michael is supposed to be one for, you know, like sickness and death and disease and whatnot. And like that's practically what the cult is going on with. Sickness, death, and disease, and just killing people. And like I guess also like the doctor dude, who's the Man in Black, is also like he was the entire start. He was there from the beginning to Michael. He was the voice that, you know, got into his head and made him kill his entire family. And that's what they were trying to do with Danny all over again.
Right. So yeah, there's that whole narrative that Michael's killing his entire family. You know, he kills Jamie at the beginning of the film, so it kind of ends the Jamie story. Danielle Harris did not return as Jamie Lloyd for this movie. They chose a new actress because they basically treated Danielle Harris like shit, and she's like, no, I'm not doing this one.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, so they chose J.C. Brandy to play Jamie Lloyd, which I thought, her casting was fine, but
I honestly, compared to the Jamie Young and even her in the current movie, they almost look similar. To be honest, it's really close. And, they did a good job about that. It's not like where some TV shows, some voiceover actors, animes, some characters will they'll receive a new voice actor, and it's you can tell right off the bat, oh, this is somebody else playing as him.
Yes.
I don't like it anymore. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
I've ran into some TV shows like that, but with this, it's they kept it close alike. I would say, I don't know what she looks like now, but the new actor in 6, I would say they probably look similar.
Yeah, I think so.
And they did I'm going to say again, they did a real good job about that. And continue on with the story.
So, Jamie being killed off so early in the theatrical cut of the movie, was that a low point for you, or was it fitting to end her story right then?
It was fitting to me. It was fitting because she was still dealing with Michael and running away from him. That was a child, and she had to get rid of the child so that Michael couldn't have the child. Her let me hide the child and lure Michael away and then die. Because she already knew that she couldn't run away from Michael forever.
Right.
He was eventually going to catch up and kill him. I just didn't like the way she died. I thought that was ugly.
Yeah, that was pretty damn gruesome, I must say. Then we get introduced to some of the side characters in the Strode family, like Kara's parents, her fucking asshole father.
He reminds me of myself. I'm kidding, guys.
Wow. An abusive alcoholic?
Yes! I'm just not abusive. No, I'm not even an alcoholic. But we were introduced to a short period of time of her parents, mom and dad, and I guess her younger brother.
Yeah, Tim.
I want to say, my question is he in high school or college as well?
I think he's in college too.
And you also meet his girlfriend for a little bit. They end up both dying.
Yeah.
No surprise.
But it's revealed that they're living in the old Myers house. They bought the house. I guess Kara's dad, her brother, his brother sold him the house because they couldn't sell it. Because it's fucking Michael Myers, No
one wants to live in the Myers house. I do.
And it was kept a secret. He didn't tell his wife, didn't tell anybody that it was the old Myers house that they were living in.
Which is kind of fucked up because if I move into a haunted house, I want to know it's haunted before I make myself comfy and I'm stuck there for a while.
Right.
I don't need fucking Casper whispering in my fucking ear while I'm trying to sleep at night. That motherfucker can go fuck off, and I don't need Michael's fucking hiding in my closet either. Well, after I get out of the fucking shower, when I lived with Cody, I used to walk around the house butt ass naked after a shower when he was off at work, and I got off at before he did. I used to walk around the house, check everything butt ass naked. Can you imagine Michael fucking living in my house? Or I'm in the Myers house, and his ass is fucking walking around. My ass is butt ass naked somewhere walking around, checking everything. Motherfucker's gonna stab me, and my dick's gonna be hanging out. I'm gonna get all bloody with my dick, The cops gonna come and see me fucking dead on the ground, blood gushing out of my fucking chest and my neck. And you know what? First thing they're gonna see? My dick. I don't need them to see my dick first. I need them to see that I'm dead. Anyways.
So we had the final appearance of Dr. Loomis. This was his last movie. He was considerably a lot older in this movie, and his health was uh, failing him at the time. Now, I will say this, the producer's cut features a lot more scenes with Dr. Loomis in it, which are bright spots with the producer's cut, but in the theatrical version, he was cut down a lot. You know, they cut a lot of the scenes out for the theatrical version. So his role in the movie was like not all that important, which was unfortunate, but it was still nice to see him appear. And his appearance, he's reached a point where he's like Obi-Wan Kenobi motherfucking legend status, you know?
He's like, I already know Michael's next move.
Right, you know. So yeah, I mean, it was interesting to bring him back. You had to bring him back to tie in the whole Dr. Wynn curse or the cult and shit like that. So I mean, what did you think of Dr. Loomis's performance over the last several films to now, or to this current?
I mean, even though I would say his performance is still good, even though he's an old man and he's like walking around with a fucking cane. It was I would say top notch like he's done in every other movie.
I have to agree with that.
It's still good.
And then, how would you gauge Paul Rudd's performance as Tommy Doyle? Because there's a lot of mixed views because, you know, he's got these weird facial expressions and he's nervous laughing.
I mean, honestly, like, I think it was really good because he's supposed to be like that mentally traumatized kid by Michael Myers. Like, can you imagine being him, being traumatized as a kid, and then having like lived his life, kind of like obsessing about Michael Myers? You know, like I kind of felt like, sorry about my voice changing there, but anyways, like I felt like it was reasonable. Like I felt that fit the picture, that fit like kind of what they needed, like. His facial expression, the kind of way he acted, and even like kind of towards that like one point, you know, kind of stalkerish, looking across the fucking street into the Myers house. I thought that was honestly like reasonable as somebody who's been traumatized and like obsessed with Michael Myers.
What did you make of Kara and Danny?
I felt like that was Jamie, but with an older child. Because I mean, even Danny, he'd pull that same shit as Tommy, but it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like it was being lured by, you know, the dark forces at work, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. I kind of felt like that's kind of what, if Jamie was still alive and this was probably like years later, I felt like that's who they would be.
Okay.
Both mother and child running from Myers. Fun times.
So we have the ending of the movie where in the theatrical version it's a little different than the producer's cut. The theatrical version, Michael kills the cult, even Dr. Wynn. He fucking kills them all, cuts them up and shit. Pretty much saying like nobody controls me. I'm Michael fucking Myers. I'm my own person. Fuck you guys. I don't need you guys anymore. You know. So he kills the cult, and then Tommy and Kara inject tranquilizers into Michael, and then Tommy beats him over the head repeatedly with a lead pipe over and over and over again until...
And that should have been the producers and the screenwriters and whatnot. The five. Tommy should have beat them with a lead pipe instead of Myers. But anywho...
And then Dr. Loomis goes back into the sanitarium, and then he's heard screaming, and we assume that Michael kills him off camera.
I like after watching the Halloween, I would like to have confirmation that Michael killed him.
Yeah.
Just to be like, not kind of a dick, but it's like, how did we not know that he was chasing Michael and I don't know, fucking slipped and killed himself. I don't know. Some kind of stupid ass bullshit like that.
Right. But the producer's cut, definitely different ending.
Yeah.
Tommy uses the power of the runes to stop Michael. And then Dr. Wynn comes in and he's like, Michael, what have they done to you? You know, he gets all fucking freaking out and shit. Dr. Loomis comes back into the sanitarium, and we see what appears to be Michael Myers laying in the middle of the rooms. But when Loomis pulls off the mask, it's Dr. Wynn. Loomis is like, what the fuck? You know? And then Wynn wakes up, he's like, Michael's gone. You know, it's your game now, Dr. Loomis. And then the curse of Thorn is passed on to Loomis. You know, you see it appear on his wrist, and then he starts screaming and shit, and then Michael, who switches with Wynn, gets away. So, the producer's cut, I did review that. It's on my Facebook page if you want to go check that out. And the movie's not very much. You can find it for like $5 on Amazon. So,
Damn.
so if you want to add that to the collection, you know, you could. As far as our rating of Halloween 6, I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10 rating. It's definitely better than 5, but it's not a good movie. It's decent at best.
It goes back to that blood and gore, like Friday the 13th and or Nightmare on Elm Street. Sorry, and like my rating would be like a 7 out of 10. I thought it was better than 5, but it wasn't exactly as good as the first few we watched, like 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2 are still the best ones. Well, hell, you put 4 above 2.
I did.
Fuck yeah, you did.
You know what? Fuck it. It's still up there. But I mean, it's still good.
Right. Well, that's our review of Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. Marcel, where can they follow you on social media?
On social media, you can follow me at Cujo Gaming 68. That's Facebook. And on Twitter, you can follow me at Master_Cujo. On Instagram, Master Cujo 68.
And then you can follow me on Facebook at Springer Brand, Twitter at Springer Brand, and Instagram is Springer Brand IG. That's where you can follow us on social media. And stay tuned for our next review, which will be Halloween H2O. So we got 2 more of these to do, and then Halloween 2018 will be upon us. So stay tuned, and we are signing out.
Peace.
Deuces.